Darling viewers, grab your tea because the royal PR machine has spun out again, and this time it's Princess Kate's turn in the hot seat. A week after ghosting one of the most anticipated royal events of the summer, Royal Ascot, we're being spoon-fed a shiny new narrative. Kate is done being a people-pleaser. But is she, really? Or is Kensington Palace just out of excuses? Let's peel back the curtain and talk about what's really going on. Because behind the pearl necklaces and palace gates, the game is changing, and not in the way they'd hoped. Dot of all the women to grace the royal sphere, Meghan, Diana, Camilla, Kate, who truly fits the mould of a people-pleaser? Answer, Meghan Markle. Yes, say what you will. But it was Meghan who bent over backwards to fit in. She read the royal rulebook, she followed protocol, she muted herself, dulled her sparkle, dressed like a mannequin from the Crown costume department, all in hopes of being accepted. And still, she was torn apart by the press and painted as the villain. Now enter Kate, the so-called dutiful duchess turned princess. She's been praised for decades for doing, well, the bare minimum. A wave here, a grin there, and enough beige to put Buckingham to sleep. But people-pleasing, let's not kid ourselves. Kate has always played safe, played small, and above all, played by someone else's script. The difference now? She's simply not playing at all? For years, the Princess of Wales was the monarchy's steady hand, always composed, always agreeable. Her image, the perfect royal consort, never out of step. Now, the palace is reframing her as someone stepping away from people-pleasing, prioritising her own needs. This shift mirrors modern conversations about mental health and boundaries. It's a deliberate PR move, turning absence into empowerment. The palace is guiding us to see Kate as relatable, strong and independent. But what does this say about her past decade of service? Was it all performance? The new narrative complicates the old, asking us to see her as more than a perfect princess. It's a reminder. Public figures are more complex than the stories we're told. The palace's strategy is sophisticated, managing change by rewriting the script. But it also forces us to question what's real and what's image. The story is evolving, and so is our perception. The perfect princess is now a modern woman, at least that's the message. Royal women are often compared, their stories set against each other. Princess Kate's new independence inevitably recalls Meghan Markle's journey. Both entered as outsiders, both faced immense pressure, but their portrayals diverged sharply. Kate was the English Rose, graceful, traditional, the ultimate team player. Meghan was cast as the disruptor, ambitious, outspoken and often criticised for it. The media shaped these women into opposites, one the rule follower, the other the rule breaker. These narratives are powerful, but they obscure the real people behind the roles. The contrast isn't just about personality, it's about how the institution and media choose to tell their stories. The mythic images make it hard to see the complexity beneath. We're left with caricatures, not individuals. The truth is far more nuanced. Meghan Markle's royal experience was marked by relentless scrutiny. She tried to fit in, learning royal protocol and striving to please. Yet her efforts were often dismissed or twisted by the press. Her people-pleasing was met with suspicion, not acceptance. When Meghan and Harry set boundaries for their mental health, they were condemned for abandoning duty. The same language, boundaries, self-care, now used to praise Kate, was used to criticise Meghan. The difference in reaction is stark. It's not the action, but the person that shapes the narrative. Meghan's independence was framed as selfishness. Kate's is seen as strength. This double standard reveals deeper biases at play. The context matters, and so does who gets to control the story. The lesson: the same choices can be celebrated or condemned depending on who makes them. The press's treatment of royal women exposes a glaring double standard. Kate's actions are often praised, Meghan's criticised for the same things. Cradling a baby bump? Kate is maternal, Meghan is vain. Similar outfits, Kate is stylish, Meghan is extravagant. These patterns shape public perception, reinforcing bias over time. Even their backgrounds are spun differently. Kate's is a fairy tale, Meghan's is suspect. The media's narrative isn't just about fashion, it's about character. Why does this double standard persist? Race, class and media agendas all play a role. The result, an uneven playing field where one woman is given grace and the other judgment. The headlines tell us as much about ourselves as they do about the royals. These stories don't emerge by accident. The palace is a master of narrative control. Kate's new image is a PR triumph, aligning her with modern values of wellness and boundaries. The palace learned from the Sussex's departure, which was a PR disaster. Now they're proactive, framing Kate's reduced schedule as empowerment, not weakness. The same support wasn't extended to Meghan, revealing selective protection. The monarchy's focus is clear: secure the future by managing the image of William and Kate. The story told is as important as the work done. This is about survival, adapting tradition to fit the times. The palace's strategy is pragmatic, even ruthless. In royalty, perception is everything. The narrative is carefully crafted for maximum impact. So, what do we do with these competing royal stories? It's easy to pick sides, but the real challenge is to look beyond the headlines. We must question why similar actions are judged so differently. Media bias and PR shape our perceptions. Let's not take them at face value. The stories of Kate and Meghan reflect our own values and prejudices. Do we reward conformity or independence? Do we judge fairly? These questions matter far beyond the palace. Stay curious, seek nuance, and don't let simple narratives define your understanding. The world, and the people in it, are more complex than any headline. Thank you, and good night.